Okay, welcome to part 2 of putting the document camera together. First step, we had what comes in the box, how do I get it out of the box. This is part 2, where what do I plug in and where does everything go. So, first up, I've got my document camera, and I've got 3 cords that came in that brown box. I've got the power cord that was in the brown box, I've got the VGA cord that was in the box, and I have the USB cord that was in the box. Those are the 3 cords I have. Now, as a heads up, this is a wonderful document camera, and it can be run in 2 separate modes. The first mode is total standalone, where it needs no computer, it does not work with a computer. We can plug it straight into the projector, and it'll work just great. Second mode, which uses all of its gives access to all of its features, allows you to plug the document camera and the computer in together, and then that out to the projector, which allows you to use the computer and the document camera at the same time and switch back and forth. That's the recommended setup, and that's the setup that I'm going to show you in this part 2 of the quick start guide. So I'm going to take the document camera. You know what, I apologize, let me back up. Let's go ahead and go to the back of, I've got another document camera on an AV cart, and I'm going to be able to swivel it right over here to the back of my computer docking station. Notice organization is not a strong suit of mine. On the back of the computer docking station, I have this cord. This cord goes from the computer docking station to the wall. Let's scoot over and I'll show you mine. It's right behind my water bottle. There we go. That port on the wall goes up to the projector. If you trace that cord back, it'll end up at this one right here. Following that cord, so that's how you can tell if you have the right cord. Undo the silver screws, unscrew them. Let's see, to unscrew them, you turn them counterclockwise, and it unplugs. This is the signal that's coming from the computer out to the projector. We just unplugged that. Go ahead and set that aside for just a moment. And next, take the VGA cable that came with your document camera in that brown box and plug it in to the back of the computer docking station where you just unplugged the projector cable. Tighten the screws clockwise and you're good to go. Now, moving back to the document camera, I can start plugging stuff into the document camera. First step is I'm going to take that VGA cable that was coming from the projector. It's the black one that runs from here. The other end goes into the wall. And I'm going to plug that into the blue VGA port on the back of the document camera. And you got to press it in well and tighten the screws. Again, they tighten clockwise. There we go. And then I'm going to take the blue VGA cable that we plugged into the computer and plug that into the black port on the back of the document camera. What this does is this takes the signal from the computer and puts it into this document camera using this blue cord that we just plugged in. Then the document camera takes that signal and sends it out to the projector using this black cable that we just plugged in. Last step is I'm going to take the power cord, second to last step, power cord, wait just a second. Second to last step, USB. USB has 2 ends on this cord. One is smaller, one is a little bit larger. I'm going to take the smaller end, this one right here, and plug it into the back of the document camera. There we go. We got the USB port right there, matching up lengths, and it plugs right in. Then I can take the power. It's always best to do power very last and plug in the power to the other available port. Plugging in the other end of the USB cable into the computer. You can either plug it into the computer itself, or you can plug it into the docking station. And then last but not least, power into a power outlet. Everything's up and running. Now, ladies and gentlemen, your document camera is plugged in and ready to go. Part 3 of this series is going to be, now that you've got it out of the box, put together, how do I turn it on? Go ahead and join me for part 3. Thank you so much.